This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the 2021 Libra New Moon. The new moon takes place on October 6, 2021 at 4:05 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 7:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 11:05 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time at 13 degrees Libra, 24 minutes. No graceful, gentle refresh with this year's Libra New Moon. It's tripwired for action, sudden, disruptive, and ultimately liberating. The seeds, intents, and new phases emerging now come with a twist. Put previous methods aside. Do the same with previous goals, too, as well as previous agreements, arrangements, and collaborations. It's time for a break from your norm, for unconventional agendas and tactics, for wadding up pieces of paper and taking an altogether different tack on whatever you've been scripting. The moon's uncommon forcefulness comes from her exact conjunction with Mars, ruler of our drive and the first responder of the cosmos. Mars's fighter nature is not exactly compatible with Libra, at least not in the planet's normal way. Because Libra prefers graceful words and soft-pedaled approaches, Mars in the sign runs to backhandedness and run passes and passive aggressiveness. He can, however, also pour energy into and advocate for relationships or the arts or justice. Gentleness and lack of directness may be in short supply at present. The situation has a few complications. With Martian energy fused smack into the new moon, everything that grows from it, relationships, agreements, creative output, comes with a kick, with mental and verbal firepower, and with the motivation to push it forward. Stalling is nigh on impossible. Unseen forces, and probably tangible ones too, are shoving situations out of stasis and requiring tweaks and changes and adjustments. The Sun-Moon-Mars conjunction is exactly in conjunct Uranus, the disruptor, agent of volatile, unexpected change, an advocate of alternate viewpoints in the here and now turf of Taurus. That sign has a natural affinity with Libra, since both are ruled by Venus. The signs may vary in focus and approach, however. Taurus being me-centric, my money, my desires, my values, my precious baubles, and Libra forever taking the other into account. Personal costs or personal desires may call for renegotiating a relationship or prompt a collaboration or suddenly birth a new connection. From the opposite perspective, pushing in a relationship could trigger sudden changes in what you want or desire, or what you're willing to pay or accept. Whatever form the playing out takes, watch for Libra's symbolic scales flying out of whack and requiring a rebalancing. The quick change action may support something you really want, or end up wanting. The hubbub comes after an opportunity to refine and clarify desires and the structure of relationships and financial dealings. Venus, the overseer of the new moon and its action and adjustments, is on the far side of a handshake aspect with Pluto in Capricorn. The sextile invited choices, streamlining, and simplifying. As a result, the moon's plot twists may surprise you and even knock you breathless, but they will probably be to your liking, and deeply so. What you put effort into likely has staying power. The new Moon-Mars combo trine to Saturn is bringing stabilizing and structure. Some of this may involve shakeups in mid-June, since Saturn is hanging out at the degree of its square to Uranus then. This moon phase moves on the revelations, redos, and re-everythings coming off Mercury's retrograde, which kicked off with a square to Pluto. That square is profoundly reshaping the givens in your reality, as well as your perspective on the foundations in your life. What has come to light for you since Mercury squares to Pluto September 22nd and October 1st? What important messages, insights, and conversations have you had? How has your thinking changed? What about your perspective, information channels, or, lest we forget, relationships? They all play a role in the fresh starts of the new moon. The Sun, Moon, and Mars combo is widely conjunct Mercury, which will cross over the Moon's degree of 13 Libra around October 12th and 25th, and is widely square Pluto herself. The effect is a bit like the release of a full moon, but without the drama, perhaps. The square streamlines intentions and puts energy behind the ones that have great meaning and potential for growing and surviving. The challenge will be holding on to yourself as you work and coexist with others. The new moon and Mars are opposing Chiron in Aries, which has been heating up the masculine side of our natures and particularly its wounding. How do you balance self-reliance with maintaining a relationship? How do you act on your own or for yourself? The questions are on our minds and in our conversations. Expect changes out of the blue that rewrite your relationship rule book and how you proceed. For more about Mercury retrograde, read my guide at Om Times. Look for the link below. And you'll find more about all of this in my forecast for the month of October, which is up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. I host Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio at 5 p.m. Eastern on the first and third Monday of every month. I host Lively Conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and the group The Astro-Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I'm on Instagram at KABiehl and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian Channel.